the bad and the ugly and the nasty and the divorces and this guy's cheating on his wife and doing this and doing that. These guys wanted to tell something different, and we got a really good relationship with these guys, and we love them for it and we thank them for it. We'll go ahead in just a second, and I'll show you the clip of that, and then I'm done. But I just wanted to thank all of you guys for coming. This is the first time, oops, I hit the mic. This is the first time that Darcy and myself have actually done something like this, to this capacity, this length. So if you couldn't tell, I was really nervous and I stumbled and stuff. But I really appreciate your guys' patience, and thank you so much for coming here. And I just really hope that you guys take the opportunity to have these conversations and talk about it. At least if you're not dealing with it, at least investigate how you can help each other out and hold each other accountable. And be prepared for when you guys do step into these churches, because these conversations happen, and they happen a lot more than what you probably really think. So just check out this the clip from the sermon that we had put up, and I'm done. And I think we'll be in the back or whatever hanging out if anybody wants to talk. So you can just watch this real quick and we'll be done. Thank you.
It's so tough for guys to fess up and to deal with it because guys are prideful.
I mean, you go to MSN or CNN or MSNBC and see, this, and it leads you to a link to this, and pretty soon I'm into this world that I never really knew existed.
There's no end result. It just keeps growing. It can never be satisfied.
Pornography is real. Sex is an awesome thing that God designed, but here's how He designed it. And just to step up to the plate and not be silent. Just be honest.
It's between me and myself. All that is a foundation and the first step to self-destruction.
Okay, whoa, dude, you're not as safe and secure as you think. If that guy can fall or stumble and that marriage can crumble, you got to really put up safeguards in your own life and in your own marriage.
No one knew that my problem was this bad.
I would go home and I would sit there and the laptop and I would have a conversation, and I would battle with not even wanting to open it up, not even wanting to check emails because I knew where it might lead me.
That I actually justified, rationalized in my mind that part of this was my wife's fault.
John Kitna, I play quarterback right now for the Dallas Cowboys, entering my 15th year.
I'm Miles McPherson, pastor of the Rock Church in San Diego. Played for the San Diego Chargers 1982 to 1985 as a defensive back.
I'm Josh McCowan. I'm a professional football player, play quarterback. I've been playing for 9 years.
Eric Bowles is my name. I had a chance to play a couple years in the NFL.
My name is Matt Hasselbeck. I play quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks. This is my 13th year in the NFL.
Dealing with pornography or sexual immorality started when I was 8 or 9 years old. It got in my family. I had uncles who were involved in stuff, downstairs they give you the little stash.
It's amazing how subtly things creep in, I think. For me, pornography was never an issue growing up. Masturbation, that stuff, never an issue. It just never, I never did that, and it just wasn't an issue that I had. Well then, I didn't grow up in the computer age, the internet age. And, in fact, when I was graduating from college, that's when the internet was just starting to get, kind of rolling. But it wasn't really until, honestly, the issue that I started to have with pornography and knowing that this stuff was readily available happened when in the Super Bowl when Janet Jackson had the wardrobe malfunction.
My first experience with porn, probably goes back to maybe junior high. And I can remember, seeing it, remember the feelings I had, the interest in it, and how, I felt like something was birthed in me of, a need to see more. And looked at it off and on through high school, but it wasn't necessarily a big deal. But I can remember that first experience, that it was something that I felt like, as I look back on it, like it was something that was anchored in me, that implanted a very bad seed that, would come out later on.
I remember the first time I saw a porn film, and I don't know if there was a second, but it was on 42nd Street. I was a teenager in Times Square, New York. And I remember sitting there and looking at it going, I'm not supposed to be in here. And I almost felt like we all knew we weren't supposed to be there, and we weren't really enjoying it, but it was like, we're kids, so we just got to at least do it. And I remember the images like it was yesterday.
I grew up in America, and it just was, it was there. Your friends back at the bus, or your neighbor, or locker room, or calendars, or, you know, you're just very aware of it, and as a kid, just very curious.
So I was flying to St. Louis to actually meet up with Craig to do a porn and pancakes there, and to share my story. And we landed, and when we landed, you know, the boom comes on, and the lady comes on, and she says, "Welcome to Detroit." And everybody, you know, immediately their heads pop up, and everybody's going, "What?" You know, and you know, everybody kind of laughs. She says, "Excuse me, St. Louis," you know, and so we all kind of had a laugh. But what it revealed to me was that that's what porn is a lot like. You go somewhere that you weren't expected to go, and you end up with that feeling of what, where am I? You know, and I can tell you countless times that I've sat at my computer looking at something, going through websites before, and sitting there going, wait, where am I? Who is this guy? And if you're not careful, you'll end up being somewhere where you don't want to be.